Fetch him up, boy.
Fetch him up.
Oh my God.
No decoys.
Hello, welcome back to another outdoor adventure somewhere in Wisconsin. This video is a little bit different today. I was on a hunt a while back and we shot a few mallards. And on that hunt, I didn't do the best job capturing the hunt. Didn't get everything on camera the way I would have liked. And we actually had a kind of a difficult time with the birds that day, for the most part. They didn't really cooperate. And the morning started, it was super cold, windy, stormy, and we could not, we didn't get out at first light. We got out after the thunderstorm rolled through. So as the storms rolled through in the morning, we got out there about, I don't know, maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock. It was maybe an hour after legal shooting time. And we're rolling into our spot to set up where we had shot some birds in that area the day before. And if you ever hunted the Mississippi River before, you know that you get a lot of migrators down, and the birds love the decoys, and they respond to calls very well. The day before, we didn't really have to call that much. They just kind of decoyed to us and came in, got feet down, and we shot them. So anyways, we're on our way into this spot, this area, and there happens to be a canoe in the area we were going to go sit. And he paddled in the rain and the storm and the wind. It was probably like 25-mile-an-hour winds that day. And he was kind of in the spot we were going to sit. So we went over and sat about, I don't know, 300 or 400 yards from the guy. He's like, oh, there have been some ducks working over there. And we had seen ducks work in this area the day before as well. So we were going to go over there since our spot was taken in full or whatever. So we head over there, get set up, and there's birds working as we're throwing out decoys and everything. And, you know, we're sitting down like, oh, it's going to be a good morning. The rain just stopped. It's windy. It's perfect. And we get all our decoys out, birds working the whole time, and by the time we get set up, it's maybe like 30 minutes later, you know, you get all your decoys out, mojos out, set your blinds up, all that good stuff, the bird movement kind of shut off. And from about, I don't know, 8 to 10 a.m. or something like that, the birds stopped. And it was really slow, like dead slow. And my dad was getting impatient. I was like, let's sit until a time. I can't remember what time it was, but let's sit until this time. Well, as my dad gets impatient, he gets up out of the blind, and as always, when my dad gets out of the blind, we have birds come in. So the first clip is of just me in the blind. My dad went for a walk. It's me and Taylor sitting in the blind, and this is literally like 3 minutes after my dad gets up and walks away. Fetch it up. Oh. Good boy. Good boy. Come here, Taylor. Come here, Taylor. Here. Here. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Here. Well, first duck down. He came in perfect. Sat right where we wanted him to sit. I don't know how I missed my first shot. I think I was excited. Oh. So I knocked that bird down. He decoyed exactly how I wanted him to. He came into the decoys, came down into the hole, back into the pocket in the timber, turned right into me, into that north wind that we had that day, and I finished him. It took 2 shots, but he was at about 10 steps. Pretty sweet decoying bird right there. So we sit for another hour. My dad comes back to the blind. We sit for another hour. I'm like, okay, we're sitting until this time now. Dad gets impatient, like I said before, and he starts to pick up his stuff. And he's like, go get the boat, blah, blah, blah. So we start to pick up decoys. And I can't remember if we had the boat in the decoys yet or not, but we're picking up decoys. I'm in the decoys, and all of a sudden we have birds start working. And I'm standing in the decoys, birds are working around us, and all of a sudden these birds decide they're gonna decoy. And I sneak back to my gun, or kind of run, I don't know, it was kind of weird situation. I get back to my gun, load it, and this is all off camera. I don't even have my head cam on at this point. I just have the stationary camera set up. So we're rolling around there, and all of a sudden these birds come in. Here's that clip. It's pretty cool.
Get your gun. Wait. For what? They're looking at me. Go get your gun now.
Sit.
You get one?
Yeah. Sit. Sit. Touch me.
It fucking figures.
Well, I told you to wait till 10:50.
Well, whatever.
There's
Don't see
another
any
group.
birds.
Another group right there.
Same one.
Here, Taylor. Taylor, here.
Sit.
What always happens, this always happens when you are hunting. You decide to clean up, you decide to go for a walk. If you would just sit a little bit longer, more often than not, birds start to come in to your decoys. So I think the moral of the story is be patient. Anyways, we shoot this duck, we decide to sit another hour. We're like, we'll sit another hour since these birds started coming in and working. Of course, not one bird flies the entire hour. Finally, we go over, we get the boat, and we're picking up decoys. Again, guess what happens? You got it. We have no decoys out. We have one spinner left in the decoys. I can't even remember if it was on. We have that one spinner left in the decoys, and yeah, here's what happens there.
There goes another one.
Where are them other decoys?
Hey, get your gun. Get your gun. Get your gun. Run to it. Never mind. It's working away. It's working away.
Sit.
He's coming back. Get your gun. You ready? She's cleaning. Out front. Do you see it? It's over by that channel.
Sit.
Here it comes.
Sit.
That's him up, boy.
Fetch him up.
Oh my god!
No decoys.
Anyways, that was just a fun little story. This always happens as duck hunters. Be patient, stay in the blind. Eventually the birds will start working. But this is a 3-drake day, a 3-bird day. We shot 3 beautiful greenheads in a pretty short amount of time. I think we were only out there for like 2.5 hours total. But what's funny is after that drake came in, we threw 6 more decoys up, covered up the motor of the boat, went and parked the boat again actually. Just threw 6 decoys out, because if they're going to decoy in this spot without decoys, if we have 6 in there, that's probably plenty. And no birds the rest of the morning. So guys, be patient, stay in the blinds. Moral of the story is this always happens to duck hunters. As soon as you start to pick up decoys, as soon as you start to pick up, the birds show up. Hope you guys have a good one. I'm Chase. We're always somewhere in Wisconsin. Subscribe right down below to our waterfowl content, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.